Hello, everyone. My name is Charles North. I'm the Acting Chief Executive Officer of the Global Partnership for Education. I'm sorry I cannot be with you in person. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak with you. I also want to thank all of you for your support for the Global Partnership for Education and for your commitment to ensuring every child gets the quality education they need and deserve. We know that education is the foundation for achieving all of the Sustainable Development Goals. We know that a child needs a quality education to realize her potential. We know that a country must invest in quality education for all to achieve sustainable, equitable, economic, and social development. And we know that globally, we need all the talent we can muster to address the challenges of today and tomorrow. But we have a long way to go. Before COVID-19, we spoke of an education crisis. Learning poverty, the percentage of 10-year-olds unable to comprehend a simple text, was 57% in low and lower middle-income countries. The school closures due to the pandemic resulted in a massive loss of learning around the world. Today, learning poverty is estimated at 70%. And UNESCO reports that 244 million children and youth are still out of school. In May, I asked the school principal in Kenya how COVID had affected her school. She spoke of the master teachers who had died and the girls who had not come back because of needing to work, because they were pregnant, or because they had been married. We've seen that story replicated in schools across the world. Recovering from these profound losses is made even harder by multiple and intersecting crises, including active conflicts in over 20 countries, food insecurity, rising costs, and falling living standards across the globe. All these challenges are compounded by the devastating impact of climate change, from floods in Pakistan and Nigeria to drought in the Horn of Africa. With all of these crises, we are also seeing tighter ODA budgets, and in 2/3 of GPE partner countries, budget allocations for education are in decline. The Transforming Education Summit aimed to turn peril into promise by galvanizing bold and ambitious political action to prioritize education at the highest political level and build a movement for educational change. Let me give you 3 of my takeaways from the summit. Number 1, we must transform education systems for more effective learning, to address the needs of the most marginalized, and to meet the challenges of a rapidly changing world. As the education ministers on the GPE board said 3 years ago, we cannot continue with business as usual. Second, there will be no transformation without financing. This requires increasing the volume of resources from both domestic and international sources, but also increasing the efficiency and equity of how those resources are spent. We must also find ways to provide countries with greater fiscal space so they can invest in education rather than in loan repayments. Number 3, no country, organization, or individual can bring about the transformation that we need to see. Partnership and collaboration are essential. These conclusions reaffirm that GPE's approach, forged during the pandemic, is on the right track. We must continue to support partner countries and the partnership to identify and unblock obstacles to transformation of their education systems. And we must leverage at-scale change by aligning funds, capabilities, evidence, and tools from across the partnership. I also believe that GPE's Education Out Loud, the world's largest education advocacy and social accountability fund, is playing a vital role in more than 60 countries to strengthen the voice of civil society in putting transformation into action. We need your continued support. Since GPE was founded 20 years ago, the partnership has delivered strong results with partners on the ground, positioning education as a priority issue among donors, policymakers, and other global leaders. None of this would have been possible without the support of civil society groups, teachers' unions, and youth activists. So let me close where I started, by thanking you for your continuing advocacy to keep education on the global agenda, for your engagement with other partners on the ground to push for transformative change, and for challenging the rest of the partnership to be bold in ensuring every child receives a quality education. Thank you.